Night's red eyes, a haunting guise. In the stillness, I feel the chill, a spectral presence, a silent thrill, eerie whispers in the breeze. Night's red eyes, they never cease. Night's red eyes, piercing through the haze, watching all in their mysterious ways. In the depths of night where darkness lies, beware the gaze of Night's red eyes.
Hey guys, this is Barkpole Soldier here, and this is part 2 on what if Asta was the Contral devil. Bang. And I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. Then, when they got back to the church, both Asta and, were showing their, grimoires, quote. And Asta says, it's so good to keep you safe, And, was hesitant on seeing Asta. He's happy that Asta is okay as well. He just didn't know what that aura, that weird thing that happened. Reflecting back when he saw Revich sew it and him fighting, he saw a concussed bang that Asta said. He doesn't even know what he did. And Asta says, Asta then looks at, and waves his hand. Hey! Waving it in front of his face. Say, and punching in the arm. Ow! Asta! And Asta says, you weren't responding. What's the matter? And says, nothing. And Asta says, alright, are you ready to get to the Wizard Knight's evaluation? And says, yeah. And both were going to become Wizard Knights. And Asta was walking with confidence in his smile. And looks at her. And Asta says, what? And says, nothing. And then Asta says, man, you really keep things to yourself, don't you? And then says, no, it's just you're still shorter than me. And Asta felt the stone by that word, shorter. Why, I oughta, that's it! Bring it on, String Beam! And said, sure, but someone so little be flung away. And Asta gets so angry at her. Why, using his chains to snare, but, then stop Asta by using his whip to putting the chains into a, sort of like a rope entanglement, I guess. And Asta says, hey! And, smirks and says, let's get going. And Asta says, do you know how long this'll get untangled? And, says, what? Isn't it a little problem for you? And then Asta says, damn you. And they get to the Clover Village. Asta and sees anti-birds around the village. Villagers were giving seeds to the anti-birds. And when they were picking on the seeds, Asta then smirks. And then, says, what's up with you, Asta? And Asta, with his eyes glowing with excitement, saying, oh, it's nothing, Asta then uses his chains secretly, and the anti-birds were on a contract with Asta unknowingly. But then there was a giant anti-bird flapping, and Asta sees that and sees the anti-bird plop on his head, and Asta says, and says, hey, I think it found a nice nesting place. And Asta says, heh heh heh, very funny, Asta tried to use his chains, but something was off. Unlike his chains normally would do no harm or just have some effect on the person, but it doesn't. The animal that's on his head was not doing what it was obeyed to do, or doing a contract. Asta thinks, how interesting. And the giant anti-bird looks in curiosity on what Asta said. Then Asta and get to the arena to become magic knights. Asta was trying to get his broom to work, but it wasn't working. And then he sees, using his broom, like in canon. Asta takes a deep breath. Then Seke tries to make himself good, but then Asta uses his control powers. And then, surprisingly enough, there is one scene where Chainsaw Man did actually turn a motorcycle into a chainsaw motorcycle. So, in context, so can Control Devil, I guess. And control powers allow him to create his modified own flight. And Asta says, did I hear someone? And Seke says, never mind. And then Seke tries to do it again by trying to get Asta make him look good. Well, control on his magic, Asta did great. I mean, Control Devil's chains allow Asta to basically conjure chains in different ways. And by extent, anything comes through the body of hers, or Asta in this case, can basically do anything. And the targeting, Asta basically did really well out of that one as well. And he didn't even need to use his special trick to do it. And then Seke says, getting jealous. Fine, let's see if you can beat me out of this. And Asta doesn't feel any, superiority out of this. Cause to Asta, who's looking at Seke, he doesn't really see Seke as a big threat or anything lower to him. So, in many terms, Asta is just gonna say, okay, why not? Asta smiles, says, I hope you can bark like a dog if I win. And Seke says, ha! Like I would. But when he scoffs at that sound, Asta gives a look on his eyes. And Seke says, what's with his eyes? Feels like he's piercing through my soul. And Asta says, alright, no taking it back. And Seke says, no, my magic will be superior to his. And then both Asta and Seke fight on the field. And Seke says, I'll allow you to use your magic on me first. And Asta says, you really are cocky, aren't you? Giving a look of cautious to a look of not fear, just seeing, is this idiot really wanting to have me beat him up that badly? Type of look. And then Asta says, alright, I agree. And then Seki creates his bronze dome shield and says, aha! Let's see if you get through this. And then Asta says, and points at Seke and says, with a smile of really want to show Seke his place, saying, my wandering mouse really does come true in a new yard. And Seke says, what? And then Asta says it, oh well, bang. And a shot from Asta's finger. Then Seke felt a hit. What the? And Asta says, no. And using his control chains, Asta slowly becomes more devilish with each moment. And Asta captures Seke's grimoire and says, I win. Seke says, how? You cheated! And Asta says, I didn't cheat at all. All I did was just have my finger out and just say one word. You did allow me to have one attack, right? Seke says, damn it. And Asta puts his leg on Seke's thigh. And Seke says, and Asta says, a dog really needs to learn something, especially when that dog learn. Seke fear in Asta's presence, and Asta then smiles and says, now I need to get going. And Asta relinquished Seke's grimoire, but Asta secretly used his control chains to, whenever he needs a grimoire that ain't his, he can secretly use it whenever he wants, with his conditions, of course. Asta then, all the Magic Knights were amazed to see what Asta did. Something that was on par with, somewhat similar to one of the Magic King's tricks. Contral, the Magic King. And Asta did it with relatively ease. And then all the Magic Captains come and basically want who and all that. Yeah. And for who the Magic Knights were raising, there was Yami and Jack the Ripper. And Jack wouldn't care much, so yeah. And Yami evaluates Asta, and Asta says, it's great to meet you, Yami, sir. And then Yami feels what Asta was giving off. And Yami says, not bad. And Asta was confused. Alright, you're coming with me to the Black Bulls. And Asta says, I didn't do anything special. And Yami says, oh, your presence, your unique magic, and what you give off. You gave me fear. That's impressive. I like you, alright. And Asta says, with a smile on his face, gladly to give you some challenge, Yami says. But when Asta goes to sense Yami's, Asta finally felt someone that's higher than her. And then Contral takes him to the Black Bull's base. And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time, plus Ultra.